think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home, I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. Winds that make the tall grass.
Hi, my name is Larry White, and I am your producer and director of The Inner Beat. The Inner Beat is a socially conscious program that sometimes showcases cultural events as well as community events. And occasionally, we'll even bring you a little song and dance. So sit back and enjoy The Inner Beat.
He was, and I don't know if he would use these terms, Dr. McIntosh, to describe himself. I can't speak for him. He's gone and he can't tell us, but I would say that Dr. John Henry Clarke was a revolutionary intellectual. Why was he a revolutionary intellectual? Because he tried to use his intellectual skills and his intellectual abilities, and he put them in the service of the people, of our people. He could have stayed like all these other college professors within the confines of the walls of their department, of their lecture hall, but he came out. I think Dr. Clarke gave more lectures in the community than he did in the institutions. And we should be grateful for that. And he should be a model for other academicians. I mean, how did all these black professors get their degrees in the first place? A lot of them went to schools that wouldn't even accept black people in the 1960s. They got those degrees because black people fought and died to open up these institutions so these Negroes could in fact go in there and get a degree. And when we did that, it wasn't to give them a degree so that they could come in there and lecture from 9 to 5 and run out with the white folks at 5 o'clock. We said in the 1960s, education for liberation. That's what we said in the 60s. And I think we need to get some of that old-time back religion back here in the 21st century. I remember back then we used to walk down the street, see a brother and say, hey brother, hey sister. Not as much of that now. We need to go back and try to recover some of our revolutionary culture and heritage and legacy from the 1950s. And we have to remind, we must be very diligent, brothers and sisters. Dr. Clarke understood this clearly. He understood, see, he was a realist in almost a painful way. You know, it's easy to say what people want you to say. You know, that's why I don't get asked to speak often. I'm a one-time speaker. See, I'm not running for office. I'm going to say what's on my mind. If you don't like it, don't invite me. But Dr. Clarke understood Frederick Douglass's dictum of the 19th century. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. But what's the other part of that? Power concedes nothing without a demand. We're in a power game. This is not, that's why they have such an excellent quote on your program. Did you read that quote that's on the program? It's such an excellent quote. Because in the final analysis, it's not about morality, although we should be moral, and we should be ethical, and we should be just, and we should be compassionate. But in the process of being all of that, we must also be realists and understand that we're in a power game. Why did things change a little bit during the 60s? Because the people rose up. The people rose up. Do you know that between 1960 and 1972, there were over 1,000, they called them urban disturbances, 1,000 uprisings in the United States of America. It didn't just stop in 68, and it didn't just stop in 67. It was all the way, the last rebellion in New Jersey was in Camden, New Jersey in 1971. And rebellions continue. And some of you, I know, you don't like to hear that kind of talk. I don't like it either. I lived through the Newark Rebellion. I lived at 527 South 12th Street. I lived literally 5 blocks from where the riot broke out on Fairmount and Springfield. I saw people get killed. I saw people get beat right from my front porch. I had the National Guard come to my house and search for contraband. I was a child at the time. I'm like, Mommy, why are these men in our house? Y'all don't know about that part, right? That wasn't just people loot. They went to people's houses. We wanted to martial law. When the rebellion subsided, they had military checkpoints on either corner of 12th Street, on the 16th Avenue side and on the 18th Avenue side. And we couldn't go in or out of our street without our car being searched. I don't like that kind of situation. Who would like to live through that? No one likes to see death and destruction. I mean, Springfield Avenue, you could walk down the street even after the fires were out and smell the smoke. It was horrendous destruction. But that's what people talk about. They don't talk about the years of horrendous oppression that preceded that destruction and caused that destruction to happen. And although I would not like to see that kind of thing happen again, I'm telling you, if they don't come in here and do something to improve conditions in our community, and Obama can do it. Don't tell me Obama can't do it. I voted for Obama. I'm not an Obama hater. I know that's what you think. I voted for him. I took 11 busloads of people to the inauguration. But I'm telling you, I did not vote for President Obama to expand the war in Afghanistan. I did not vote for President Obama to bail out the bankers at the tune of $1 trillion. I did not vote for the first black president to send troops to invade Africa and bomb Libya. I did not vote for President Obama to do that. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. I voted for him, and I'm going to tell you something. If we're only faced with 2 choices, with monsters and Obama, I'm going to vote for Obama. I'm going to tell you that right now so you all know where I stand. In the primary, if there's somebody progressive running, I will vote for that person in the primary. But if we get to the general election and it's white supremacist Klansmen in disguise on one side and Obama on the other, I'm going with Obama. But listen, because I say that, it does not mean that I have shut off my critical thinking abilities. We have to hold black politicians, whether they're the district leader, precinct captain, freeholder, councilman, state assemblyman, senator, or president, we have to hold them accountable.
Wake up everybody, no more sleeping in bed, no more backward thinking, time for thinking ahead. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be.